What is good, guys and girls of YouTube? My name is Justin Omoi, and I'm here with a video for you guys and girls to help yourself with your music, artistry, industry, whatever, and music theory. The last video I made on the music theory is the video I made on identifying notes on a piano. Today, we're going to talk about something known as scales. Scales are going to be a group of notes that go together to create a certain effect or a feel, a mood, emotion. There's many different scales from major, minor, Lydian, Phrygian, probably arpeggian, Japanese sen, pentatonics, other, so many Japanese, or not, I already said Japanese, blues scales. There's so much, there's a lot of them to go over, but I'm not going over all of them. I'm gonna go over two of them. These two scales are going to be the ones that many, if not many, then all people will start off with. That is major and minor scales. The major scale is going to have a happy emotion. It's going to sound like this. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. So it's going to sound like happier, you know. Minor scales are going to sound negative. It's going to sound sad. It's going to be like, not so happy, Da 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 da. So yeah, sad. Yes, my singing sucks, so deal with it. That's how we do over here in Justin Omoi's channel. Anyways, to figure out how to do a major pattern, we have to follow along these two types of skipping intervals for now. That means going from one note to the next. It's either going to be a whole step, which is 2 steps, or a half step, which is 1 step. This is where things get pretty difficult for you at first, but once you understand it, it's easy as pie. And don't worry, I got something I'll tell you in the future that'll make all the stuff I'm telling you right now sound like easy. But we must go through the rocky barrier to enjoy the sunny beach. I don't know, I just made that up. So with the major scale, we're gonna have this set of patterns to be able to get this major sound. Starting from C, we're gonna go whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. So W, W, H. W, 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 H. Or if you want to use numbers, which is kind of a rap feeling, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. So, hopefully that gets hooked into your brain. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. So, for an example, we are going to use one of the easiest scales to play in a major scale. This is going to be the C major. The reason why it's going to be all white notes. So, yeah. Alright, starting on the C note, we have to move a whole step. So, that's the 2. We go from C over to C sharp, that's 1, and then to D. So, D is 2. C to D. From D, we go another 2. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. So D, 2 steps is going to go on to the E. These are, the white notes. Then from the E, we're going to go 1. Because remember, 2, 2, 1. So 1, E, we're going to go 1 step, a half step, over to the F key, which is a white key. Coincidence. And from there, you should understand from F, 2. So it goes to G. The G, 2, goes to A goes 2 to the B, and then lastly, B to C is going to be 1. So again, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. 1-800-555-5555. For minor scales, it's going to be a bit different, but don't worry, we're going to go over that same white key scenario. It's always going to be all white keys for this specific scale. For minor scales, it's going to be 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. So 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Is that kind of like a hip hop kind of rhythmic feel to y'all too? 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Starting from the A note, we're gonna do a minor. That is going to be 2 from the A. So for A, 2, that's going to be a B. From B, we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. So 2 is to the B, 1 is going to go from B to C. 2, 2, so C is going to go to D, D is going to go to E. And then from the E, we're going to go 1 again. So we're going to go 1 half step over to F, which is a white key. And then finally, we're going to do another two twos. So F to G is going to be a 2, a whole step. And then G over back to A is going to be another whole step. Did you recognize that pattern? There's probably 2 things I want you to recall with both of these scales. First off, we start and end with the note that we started on. So if we were in the major scale of C major, which we've talked about, it's going to start with C and end with C. That's usually with the major and minor scales, that is how it's going to be. There is some scales that breaks this rules, but just remember for these 2 major minor scales, that's how it is. A minor, we started at A and at A. That's how it's going to be. That's the first thing. Second thing, we always keep the same, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We don't jump. We don't say C, F, E, D, G, A, B. It's going from C to D to E to F to G to A. That's going to be with the major and minor scales again. Awesome, cool. We went over the major scale pattern and the minor scale pattern, but I feel like I have to do one more example because we didn't go over any of the black keys. And yeah, no racial discrimination over here, people in the comment section. So I'm going to go over the E major scale. So you guys and girls should know where we should start. Yes, that is right. The E note. Hopefully you answered that right and didn't play around with me. I'm not Dora. So start on the E note, right? E, we're gonna go a whole step. So 1 half step is going to the F key, which is a white one, but we need another half step. So that's going to go onto F sharp. Notice E to F sharp. The only reason why it is a F sharp is because we haven't gone over the F letter. So E to F to G, and because we missed the F note already because we passed it, that was a half step, we have to go to F sharp. So from the F sharp, our next goal is going to be another whole step, right? Yes. So from F sharp, we go 2 steps over. So from F sharp, we go to the G note, and then we go up 1 more. This is not going to be a G flat because we are on the G flat note already, the F sharp. So yeah, we're going to a G sharp. So E, F sharp, G sharp. Next note is going to be a half. So we go down from G sharp down to A. From A, we go a whole step. That's going to go to B. From B, we go a whole step. That's going to pass the C note and go to C sharp. So yes, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp. Next one, we're going another whole step. So that's going to go to D sharp. And then last but not least, we'll do a half step back to E. So for the E major scale, we're gonna have E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. That is going to be our major scale for the E major scale. Awesome, cool. We got it underhand. I'm just going to go over one more scale to give you one more tip and thought to think about. Starting from C note, we go 2, so that's going to go to the D. From D, we go a half step up. It's not going to be a D sharp in this case. It's going to be an E flat. The reason being is because we already said D. So C, D, E flat. After the E flat, we're going to go 2 steps because 2, 1, 2, 2. So E flat, 2 steps is going to be on a F note, right? From F, we go 2 steps to G. Then from there, we go another half step. So that's going to go from G to A flat. And then A flat, we go 2 steps to the B flat. And then B flat, 2 more steps to resolve back to C. So in case you didn't hear me out well, it's going to be C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. So there we go. Just because I mentioned sharps in a major scale and because I mentioned flat in a minor scale does not mean that's how it is. You can have sharps in a minor scale and you could have flats in a major scale. Hopefully when you go over these yourselves, you will understand that. My last tip for scales for you guys and girls to have a understanding, a easier mind, is that notice when I said C major, we went over all the white keys, and with C minor, we had 3 flat keys. That's going to be the B, E, and the A. This is something to think about. A major to minor like conversion, we have -3. This sounds confusing, but if you go over the D major and the D minor scales, you will recognize that the D major will have two sharp keys. That's going to be the F and the C sharps. And the D minor is not going to have any sharps, but it's going to have a flat. That's because 2 sharps -3 is going to be -1. This is some advanced thinking right now. Don't worry, I'll explain it in another video. But with -1, that basically means 1 flat note. So yes, I've talked too much, but hopefully you gain something with these videos that I'm teaching y'all. And yeah, don't forget that practice makes perfect. And you know, just because I've mentioned only the white keys, that does not mean that you can't start on the black keys. So you can have something known as a C sharp major, which by the way should have 7 sharps. And yeah, you know, I know this because I got a trick in my brain that I'll teach y'all, and probably, you know, next video, maybe more to come. I don't know. I'll think about it. 12 major scales, 12 minor scales. Your homework for today is to, you know, practice that, you know what I'm saying? That way you'll, you know, find some better creativity in your style. Alright, I'm done blabbling. Thumbs up the video if you like this, and share this video if you want to help other people who do want to learn about music. Even if it doesn't have anything to do with, you know, anybody, share it on your channel. It'll help bring some people in, and I truly appreciate that. And yeah, my name is Justin Omoi, and with that being said, peace out. That didn't work.